All right, welcome back, you crazy, crazy viewers. We are here once again, Princess of the Apocalypse. Last time, let's recap here. So last time we did our little adventure. You got some orders to go to the Feathergale Spire, and then from there, you went to the Riverguard Keep, which you were told that there was a bunch of pirates doing who knows what. And eventually, you just decided to march in, um, not caring what's going on in that little area. But eventually, you pretty much cleared out the camp, the keep, and you dealt with a wild boar or a wereboar, sorry, which obviously you found out was pretty tough because it was immune to all damages except for non-magical stuff or magical stuff. Sorry. So you fought for a while. You gathered whatever you can there. Took a couple hours to get what you can, and you did know that from gathering the items that you got there, you've divvied up the gold and everything that you got, and you found out that there is something beneath the keep there. There's probably some type of secret tunnel that leads to some type of temple of the crushing wave, as it's called. Um, but you remembered that the mission from Feathergale Spire was to go to the Sacred Stone Monastery, but the girl there was like, well, you might as well go here, and you'll probably get more gold if you go to that River Guard Keep. So that is pretty much where we left off there. It's a good uh, uh, 2 hours of that session that happened of pretty much fighting. So it did take a long time, but you finally, came out victorious there. So that's good. So
So, Mr. DM, sir,
yeah,
just so me as the player understands, because my character's too dumb to know this,
right.
we have the Temple of the Crushing Wave, the Sacred Monastery, or the River Guard Keep. We already did the River Guard Keep, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So we just
Um,
have two paths, and I'll let the smart people
yeah.
tell me where
So
my axe points.
right. That's the other things you go to right now. But as of right now, again, the main objective was from the River Guard or from Feathergill was that you needed to check out what's going on at this monastery where you're currently at now. Um, and afterwards, you could explore what you can, but you just had to go to Riverguard Keep first since it was on the way, and you probably would get more money if you mentioned that to the guy there. Um, so I'll say from Riverguard Keep to the monastery, you traveled probably 2 day travel. This area that you're looking at now. It's obviously kind of hush hush looking because there's nothing outside. You do hear a few talks here and there, kind of like murmurs and prayers when you get closer to the monastery. But as you can see, it's kind of like in a field type thing on top of some rocks. And that's pretty much where you left off right now. Like I said, obviously you don't see like any perimeter walls or anything like that. You just pretty much see a couple of doors. One, what appears to be a main gate, and another one, is another door of sorts. So that's where we'll be left off there. You pretty much got here, and I would say it's about 11 in the morning, noonish when you got there. And that's where we'll start. So, in this case, what would you like to do? I say that you're approaching the monastery, and like I said, you're just hearing random prayers here and there. Um, but it seems like you're not noticed yet.
In our 2 day travel, can we say we went back to that other place and got our ransom from the one dude?
You're talking about the Feathergill Spire.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. We could go back to them and say that oh yeah, we got this stuff, and then he reminded you that that you got to go to the monastery, and you're like, oh, okay. So
Everybody had 40 gold. 40 gold.
yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so we're at this keep on the screen. We hear, or this monastery on the screen. Where are we? There we are.
Yeah, you're like pretty much at the side there on the east side, and then like I said, the middle door looks like the main gate, main door, and then obviously there's a side door as well. So, like I said, you'll be hearing a few prayers here and there because there's some open gated windows as you see on the little door side there. Maybe some grunting. It sounds like they're either in a fight or maybe sparring, something like that.
I bet they're doing yoga.
I think you should go knock on the door then.
Okay. And I'm gonna going.
I'm gonna go behind them.
Okay.
That's this door, yes?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
that door.
someone a little better with words should knock on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fun.
Um,
It's fun to watch him fail sometimes.
I'm very good with words.
You should go up and back him up, both of you together. That's
I
a
will.
team.
I will do this. Well, go on. Knock on the door. Wait,
Alright,
why are we here?
I think that the guy from the Feather Spire told us to come here, and then the one lady, what was her name? She was a nice lady. She gave us the big ham on the tables. She told us to
Oh.
come here, but I don't remember why. Do one of you remember why?
Bad. Everybody's bad. Knock
Oh,
on the door, and I'll hit it with my staff.
All right.
Will it open?
If you want to try to open the door, you can, but right now I'll say that it is unlocked. If you want to try to enter,
Yeah, absolutely.
okay. So let me open the door. There you go.
Yoo-hoo! Is anybody home?
I moved you. So when you say that, you hear a little bit of not really gasps, but more like shuffling and kind of whispering to each other on the west side, where that's where all the grunting and everything was happening. So that little.
I will make my way over this way then.
Maybe we've interrupted an orgy. There's grunting. Maybe
Is-
it's not yoga.
Is this the direction I hears it? This way?
No, it's the one right in this small room here that you all are at, like this. Here, let me show you. This one right here.
Walgrim calls out, "We're not interrupting an orgy, are we?"
I walk in.
Okay.
That's just rude, Ziggy.
So you open the door, and then you see what looks like there's 4 or 3 monks and 1 lady monk looking. But what you see is her kind of. The lady monk is kind of blindfolded, or at least it looks like she's blindfolded. She's pretty much like fighting with these guys. That's what it looks like, a spar type thing. So that's what it looks like when you walked in. They're like stop. You stopped hearing the grunting, and then they were like kind of holding in place, and then you see the lady kind of not really looks up, but after she's done doing her punches and stuff, she kind of moves towards you, but still with her eyes kind of not shown because she's just kind of looking around, and she goes, "Who's interrupting us?"
Oh
Blake.
God, it is an orgy.
Oh.
We're sorry.
Blink twice if you're in trouble.
And she kind of chuckles a little bit, and she's like, "You're not from around here, are you?"
Don't think so. Uncle Soggy, where am I from?
You don't know where you're from?
I don't remember.
Well, I'm from the other branch of the family. I don't keep track of your birth records.
I'm from the other side of his branch of the family.
So she kind of straightens herself, and then the monks that you see that was fighting her, she kind of, straightens herself, and then the monks that were fighting her was kind of like bowing towards her, like obviously she's meaning something. And she kind of turns to y'all with the blindfold, but she takes off her blindfold, and you see scars on her eyes, and she barely kept it open. So she's, clearly you see that she's blind. And she's like, "Are you new to this?" And she kind of cocks her head a little towards y'all. Again, she doesn't see you, but she knows you're there.
You
Make
mean
a
to being
request.
blind?
Could you please put the blindfold back on? Your eyes are unsightly, and I don't like looking at them.
Oh, that's very rude too. Doggone. That's very rude.
What? They are,
First we interrupt her orgy and then we
they
insult
look
her
awful.
looks.
Look at them.
She chuckles, and she's like, "I see. You're very weak then." And then she
We're strike 2 and 3, sister. You better calm that tone down before we get rough around here.
she covers her eyes back up with the blindfold, and then she orders her monks to step away, and then she demands that one of you step up to fight her.
I'll do it. It's me. I'll do it.
All right.
Oh,
So-
this should be good.
She's like, "Excellent. Let me tell you the rules here. We're just going to spar, and if you use weapons, there'll be consequences. You understand?"
Yeah, what's a weapon?
That's what she says. She kind of chuckles.
Thorgrim goes, is he allowed to use his bare hands?
Yeah, bare hands is fine.
Okay, you heard it. She said
That-
you can use
that-
them, Bo.
That's all the rules, though, right? There ain't no other rules.
Well, if you're a magic user, you probably shouldn't use that right now.
I won't hit you with fireballs or nothing. We're just swinging, right?
Just swinging.
All right, no problem.
I lean over to Thorgrim and I say, 2 gold on the crazy lady.
No, that's a sucker's bet. I wouldn't take that.
And then she kind of does like a little ritual bow, like when you see people do a spar amongst each other. She does a ritual little bow, and she introduces herself. Her name is Helen Ray.
I'll mock her. Bo Bridgemont, pleasure to beat your ass and make your acquaintance.
She chuckles, and again, the monks are kind of away, so I'll just call this one. I'll move this out of the way, this out of the way, and this out of the way, and let's put her. This is her in the center. Let me get her stats, and we'll start the fight.
Thorgrim sits down and breaks out a ration and crumbles it up. He's kind of eating like popcorn. Oh, this is gonna be good. Ziggy, do you want some?
I would love some. And I grab from around the edges of the popcorn ration bowl.
Just one time, and now you never trust my food again.
I don't remember everything, but I don't like spicy.
All right. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. And let's go ahead and do turn-based initiative so we can see who goes first. And let me play some music.
If she beats Bo, I think I want to play.
Okay, let's do some... I don't know. Let's try... This one. There we go. Alright, let me roll. Alright. So she's first. So let me go ahead and oops. Wait. Oh here. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Hello? I hate when it doesn't do this. There we go. Alright. So that, and then make sure I put in the info. Alright, so I go first. Or Helen Ray does. So she kind of cracks her neck a little bit, and then she goes, attack! And then she go ahead and tries to attack you, and she gets to attack 3 times.
Oh,
So-
cool. Oh,
Boom. There's the first attack. So that's
Nope.
11. Hold on. 11 plus. Oh. Oh, 7. So 18.
oh yeah, that's gonna hit me.
All right. So I'll just roll all the fucking attacks. 14.
Nope.
Okay. And then 15.
15 is my armor class.
So it hits. Okay, so it hits twice. All right, so she attacks you with 2 punches real quick. So it's gonna be 2d10 total. Boom. Let's see what we got. So 7 plus 2. So 11 total. 11 damage.
Okay.
So boom, boom, quick successions on the punches. So next, Bo, what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna crack my neck just like her, and I'm
Alright.
gonna use wild shape and turn into a bear, brown bear.
All right. She chuckles when you turn her into a bear, and she's like, "That's cheating." Oh, let's go ahead and turn
You
to
said
a
he could use his bare hands. We did ask.
That doesn't matter.
I lean back over to Thorgrim and I say, "You should have taken that bet.
No,
Double or nothing."
I'll give you
I'm gonna
3 to
make
1.
I get 2 attacks. I'm gonna make my first.
I accept
go for
that
it.
deal.
Okay.
We spit shake on it.
Okay. 10 gold, 3 to
19.
1.
19, yeah, that hits.
I don't know how many that is. That sounds great.
I'll tell you if I win.
9 damage. All right.
And then my second attack,
Yep.
15.
That just misses. So she dodged that one, but you did hit her the first time, and she's like chuckling, and she's like, "Clever." And then again, she's kind of dancing around a little bit. I mean, she's doing like monk things, of course. So, hello, why does this? There we go. Forgot to put you in there. Okay, so it's her turn. So she's like, "All right, have at thee," and then she hits or tries to hit you. So we'll see what happens. All right. So 13 is a miss, right?
Oh, that hits. I'm only 11.
Oh, okay. So 13, 12,
2 hits.
and 3 hits. Okay.
Yep.
So 3d10. Oof. All right. So 14. That's gonna be what is it? So 26 total damage.
Oh shit.
So, because it's +4 for each hit. So, boom, boom, boom. So, it's quick, successful punches. And she just kind of goes back into her, like, I guess crouching state. But she's like, doing like the Keanu Reeves bring it type move with her hands. So, that ends her turn.
I'm going to go again.
All right.
Fulgrim looks at Ziggy. Says, "See, I told you it was a sucker's
That's
bet.
that's definitely.
You're gonna owe me so much gold."
What is it? What's the deal with a natural 20?
Just roll a regular damage dice and we'll just max it. So 8, or that's a D8, right? D8 10 plus.
Every blind nut finds a squirrel.
It was 14. It was
14?
6 plus
Yeah.
8, yeah.
Yeah, 14. All right. So that kind of swindled her a little bit, but she's still standing strong. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll another hit.
18.
Yep, that hits. All right, so 8 damage, so 22 damage total. Ooh, that was a big hit. Okay, let me do some mathy math here. God damn it.
How does bear work? Is that HP on top of your current HP?
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
And once I run out of my HP, I go back into my regular form.
Yeah. Alright, so that ends your turn. Let me clear this shit out now. Boom.
Is she like floating now?
I don't know what she's doing. Ignore that. 14 to hit, and that hits, right?
Anything over 11 hits.
Okay. That. And yeah, they hit 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. 16. So 16 plus 12 is 28 damage.
Yep, that's gonna put me back on into bow form.
All right.
It carries over too, whatever the damage is.
What was it? 22.
22. Yeah.
So that hits bow for. My brain's not working. Anybody want to help?
I don't know how much life you have.
I had 8 left on the bear. So it's
So
Hey,
8 more damage to your actual bow. Oh no, it was 22, not 16. Sorry.
Oh.
So 12 more damage. No,
done.
Yeah,
14 more
8 plus
damage.
4.
Yeah, 14.
yeah,
14 damage. 8 plus 14. 22. So 14 damage to actual bow.
Okay.
Stuck on the 16.
I was too. Threw me off.
All right. So apply. Boom. Okay. So
I should have told you. On my turn, I'm going right back to Dire Wolf.
okay.
So, use my action to go to Dire Wolf.
All right. Mhm.
I'm gonna look over at Ziggy and say, oh no, I'm gonna look at the monk first and say, hey, that's cheating. He's not has bare hands anymore. I'm gonna look at Ziggy and say, I'm gonna get him disqualified, so you can pay me early.
She
That's cheating.
she chuckles and she's like, bring it. So that ends your turn there, or could you attack? I don't remember.
I
You-
think I can attack.
Okay.
I think that wild shape is an action.
I can attack with a bonus action, though, right?
I don't know about that.
don't either.
No, only if you made an initial attack with an action,
Okay.
unless
never mind.
otherwise
That's my
stated.
turn.
Okay. All right. So
Wait, is wild shape an action or a bonus? I
I'm
thought it was
pretty sure it's an
I
action.
want to look it up.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking it up. I don't really care, but I think that if you're able to put on a this class feature,
You could use your action.
Yes.
There you go.
Heard that. I'm done.
Okay, so her turn. She just kind of again chuckles and says, "Bring it," and then she's gonna roll to attack. Boom. Okay, so that's 12 to hit.
Yeah, I'm 14 now.
Okay. Well, that hits.
Yep.
That hits. So 2 hits. Alright, so 2d20. Or 2d10, sorry.
You gotta give me.
Okay, so total of 19 damage.
All right.
And this time she just kind of laughs again. And again, she does like the Keanu Reeves thing with like bring it, and then she's gonna spend a key point and put patient defense, which means obviously, you know, she takes a dodge action. So if you try to hit her, you get disadvantage,
Super.
and that ends her turn.
All right. You gotta give me the wolf.
Oh yeah. There we go. So you should be able to control it now, right?
Yeah, I was trying to set my life.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna bite her.
All right.
The disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm missing.
Yep. That one misses, and that one just misses. All right.
Do I get a bonus attack?
No.
She only has one. Never mind. She only has one.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here again. First attack that hits 13 plus 7. That hits, and that's 13, so that just misses, right? You're 14?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do 2 hits again. Oof. So, yeah, 25 damage right there.
All right, you bring Bo back out, and
All right. What are you going to turn into now?
nothing. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm about to hit you with my staff.
Okay, all right, let me bring out Bo.
I think you're about to owe me 4s to 1s.
And
I
then,
think you don't know how a bet works.
Y, and...
I guess I gotta punch you.
All right, yep, go ahead. All right.
And I missed it.
Yep, you missed.
Cool.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll another. Let's see. 6 plus 13. That misses.
Misses.
14.
Misses.
15.
That one hits.
That one hits.
Yep.
All right. So she swings with a punch. So 8 plus 12 total.
Ooh.
Boom. And she again kind of crouches and spends another key point for patient defense.
Super.
Ends
Okay.
turn.
I'm gonna swing at him again. Yeah, I missed.
Yep, that's a miss.
I was just gonna stand there and hold my chin out.
Okay. Ooh, God. All right. So that's a first hit.
Oh dear.
What's the next? That's a miss. That's definitely a hit. Alright, so let's do the damage here. So it's 2d10.
Is it more than 3?
It is because of the crit.
I have
Yes.
3 life.
Okay, so she went ahead and like kind of did a quick succession of like one punch to the face and then 2 in the stomach, and then you kind of gasp for air and then kind of get knocked out. She didn't obviously kill you. It's a spar.
So I'm not dead yet.
No, you're not. Well, you're knocked out. You're unconscious right now, but she didn't kill you. She doesn't want to kill because it's a spar. And she's like, "Who's next?" Looking around.
Fulgrim's laughing. See, Ziggy, I told you it was a sucker's bet.
Yeah, she didn't intentionally kill you. Obviously, it's a spar.
Oh.
So.
Bo died. We'll have to find another druid.
And then yeah, you could be with the party. They could drag you, whatever, or if they want to heal you. I don't know.
Got a health pot. I'll get it.
Okay.
Health pot. How much does that give me?
If it's a regular, it's a 2d4 plus 2, I believe.
I'll go grab Bo's little body and I'll uncork the health pot and I'll shove the end of it as far into his mouth as I can and smack it like a ketchup bottle.
All right. Somehow that worked. Let me clear this up now.
Don't you think he should have just rested instead of drinking a health potion?
I'm no doctor. He just looked dead. I thought it would fix him.
Well, you can give me the 10 gold that you owe me and then replace his health potion with more gold.
Roll a decept. Can I player? Let's see.
Yeah, you can
There's
if you
no
want.
deception. What deception?
Let's see.
He
I
wants
bet
to
it on
do
the monk, right? You owe me gold.
No, I told you I'd give you 3 to 1 on the same bet, and you took it. You offered me 2 to 1 on the monk, and I said no. I'll give you 3 to 1 on the monk, and you spit on me.
I thought you said 3 to 1 on Bo because you thought he would
I
turn
told you
into
that was
an
a
animal.
sucker's bet off rip.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
There's
it.
your gold.
it's 2d4 plus 2.
Uncle Sargon has
on
my
the
money.
healing potion. But yeah, so after that battle, she like looks around the room and obviously the party and says, "Anyone else?" And then the other monks are like looking at each other and kind of bowed in respect. So she's kind of, not looking towards you because she's blind, but you know what I mean. Her face is towards y'all. So
Fulgrim looks at Ziggy. Double or nothing says you lose.
Dale.
okay.
Oh gosh, we're just gonna bash our head against this wall, aren't we?
Yeah. He challenged me. I can't turn down a bet for my brother.
Go for it. Sharon's just leaning against the wall, arms closed, just tapping her foot. Just tapping like, okay, let them play.
Okay. And then I guess I should roll initiative? Is that what is happening here?
Yep, go ahead. And I'll re-roll mine.
Oh shit! I rolled it in D&D Beyond 13.
13, okay. And then I'll roll this fucking thing. Boom. See what I get. Okay, well, I'm first. Remove all. Okay. Alright, so let's click on this.
Did Bo get any hits on her?
Couple of hits, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a few.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Ziggy might have an advantage. I know she's down at least 1 key point.
Yeah, but he can't use his X. He's gonna try to be punching her.
I think it's okay because he's like, he takes less damage per damage,
No, but she hits with more damage with her damage.
I'm
too.
just gonna move y'all in the center here. Okay, and then so since she's first, she's obviously going to try to whack you 3 times.
Yeah, let me
let's-
see. What's my thingy?
So the first one is an 18. That one
Oh,
definitely
that hits.
misses. So
Oh, that misses.
that's a natural 20.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
All right, so god damn. All right. Okay, so we're gonna say 12 plus 9 is 21. And then 29 total damage. Just
And
from
none
that
of
first
that
hit.
is halved.
Nope, you're not raging. So that ends her turn.
That has made me angry. I would like to rage.
Okay. You're getting Ziggy with it. I forget that was one of the things you said.
That's right. She wants to get Ziggy with Ziggy.
And we're gonna refresh the page because none of my rolly links are working into the sheet thingy. There we go.
And I will throw 2 attacks at her.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it. I keep rolling it in D&D Beyond. Yeah! So it would have hit
Yep.
either way. That's
Yep.
the first one.
That
And then the second one is here. 11.
Okay, so only one hits, yeah.
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 So then I think she just takes flat out 5
It's-
damage.
Yeah, it's
Double
1
check
plus
him.
strength. 1 plus strength.
Yeah, so she just takes
5 damage.
Alright. Alright, so she took a hit and, she kind of shakes it off. And then she gets back into the fighting stance. And then she will go ahead and try to whack again.
So
Alright.
Uncle Sargon, you still feeling
That,
like
that
maybe you
hits
want to
16
bet on
plus
this?
7. That
What's
doesn't
that?
hit. 17.
Wait for him
hits.
to be angry.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Well, I mean, he's angry now. We could put some gold there.
I don't know. I just watched her beat the shit out of her. Well,
So a total of 17 damage. Boom, boom.
So that will be halved, so I'll take 8 there.
Yep, and then she, punched you quick, one in the stomach and one in the face. And then she ends her turn right there.
I think it's time to get dirty. I can't use weapons or items, correct?
Yeah, this is like a spar. It's not meant to
Okay.
be.
I would like to try to grapple her.
Okay. So it's strength versus strength, right?
Yeah, so let me, what is it? Do I roll strength or I think it's athletics?
It's athletics. Yeah, you can do athletics. And I think for me, it's either athletics or acrobatics, correct? Pretty sure.
Yes. Which is probably not going to go in my favor. God damn it. keep
No,
rolling
it probably wasn't. Hold on, let me roll it.
We'll
Alright.
use whatever was in here. It's about the same, 21.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, she got that out. It's 27 total out of that.
Oh. I look over to Torgrim and Sargon, and I say, don't take the bet, this is gonna be bad. And I end my turn.
This is good. Oh my gosh, she rolled pretty good there. Holy shit. Alright. Let's see what we got here. So she's going to swing. 9 plus 7. Does that hit? Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Okay. 17. That hits. Yeah, 3 hits. Holy shit. Alright. Alright, so 15 plus 12. 27 damage.
I am still alive.
So bam, 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 and then you kind of shake it off, and again she kind of crouches and does like a fighting stance, and that ends her turn. So what you gonna do? Try to hit her again or grapple?
I am going to.
I'm going to say, out of the politeness for fighting a ladies, I yield. And I end my turn.
Okay. And when you do that, she returns to her normal stance and then bows, and then she accepts the yield there, and then she looks at the other party members. Anyone else?
I look at Sargon and I say, I believe Ziggy owes me 10 gold from his pouch. Would you mind?
Oh, yeah, no problem. Here you go.
I collect the coins. Ding, 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 ding. And
Yup.
I'll walk into the room. I come in peace. I believe I would like to give half of the winnings to you. Thank you for the gold.
And then
And I'll give her 5 gold.
Okay, so she kind of nods in respect and hands, puts out her hand, and you place the gold in her hands, and she nods and then bows again respectfully and returns to her students, and then she's like, "All right, shall we begin another spar class?" And then she's assuming you all are gonna leave.
Oh, hey, is there any place in here to grab a bite to eat? I think we could use a good sit down.
Yeah, maybe a little short rest because I got my ass whipped.
Maybe about a medium rest should do.
So she kind of heard you, and then she's like, okay. She thinks about it for a second. She said, yes, there is a little resting room down the hall, where all the beds are, and you could stay there if you wish. Just let them know that Helen Ray approves the request if they questions you, and then she returns to her class.
Oh, very good. Thank you very much.
Yep. And she begins to do another session of sparring while the monks are kind of, you could see visibly if you're watching them, kind of like regrets their choices.
All right, normally I wouldn't say this, but we may be careful when we open. Like, she beat the shit out of me, and y'all just said that.
Well, you cheated. You deserved it.
I didn't cheat.
Those were not bare hands.
I get it.
I can't deal with it right now.
All right, so that was fun. So what? Since that's done, you gathered that she is the abscess. I guess that's the right term. The lead monk, if you will, in this monastery. Since she said to mention her name to whoever questions you, to go to the resting bed area, which is down like a hall through the doors to the west. Let's see, I'll bring you all towards there if need be, if that's what you want to do.
We're still in combat.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot.
I
There
need
you
to
go.
take a nap. My feelings are.
Fulgrim
Alright.
is just walking through the halls going, hello, Helen Ray beat up my friends. We need a nap.
Yeah. So just you keep going through. The guards kind of look at you funny, wondering what the fuck happened, and you went to the bed.
My ass whipped, and then we gonna go take a nap. Y'all
Okay.
shut up.
So you all at today's show, are you gonna do like a short rest or a long rest then?
What do I
Oh,
hear?
just a short rest, catch our breath, and have a chitty chat about the fun we just had.
That was great fun, Sherry.
No fun.
I made 5 gold.
I'm so proud of you. Look at you. Entrepreneurial spirit in this one.
See, never count me out. I told you I had more brains than Ziggy.
What do I roll here for my?
The hit dice is whatever your hit dice is.
That's 10. And then I'll heal another 14. So that's 24. And
Oh,
then I'll
right.
heal another 8. That's 32. Let me see if that gets me back to good. Let's see. 32
Where are
heal.
your hit dice at? I don't.
And-
see it.
If you click up at the top on short rest, it'll pop up with
Oh, hit die. I see.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna go ahead
You
and
could-
use my other 2 as well.
You could roll all of it if you need it.
That
It's just
takes-
that
oh,
you
yeah,
need a long
yeah.
rest to regain
And
all
then we're
those hit
gonna roll
dice.
1 more.
Oh,
And that gets me back to max.
Jesus
Well,
Christ! You all got
On the
beat up.
dot.
Did you two learn anything today?
That it's very respectful to just let women win so they feel better.
Maybe you just shouldn't go kicking in doors and interrupting orgies.
You told me to.
I did not do any such thing.
I think all I learned was don't get into a fist fight with a monk.
You
That's
wouldn't
also
win if
a
I
very
had
good
my
lesson.
axe.
Monk
It's
fist.
okay.
They're literally made of like adamantine.
She was fast too. Did you see her? She was like, and Fulgrim starts shadow boxing real terribly. She said, "Wow, wow, wow."
I think in the time it would take me to punch someone one time, she could do it 3 or 4.
Exactly what the hell she did. She hit me 3 times. I didn't even see it coming.
Well, that's because you was unconscious.
4, I was unconscious.
Oh,
That's fun.
Darren, do
Oh,
you
yes.
remember what we're supposed to actually be doing here?
Stargon
Oh.
got all the damn paperwork, tells us where we supposed to be going.
Yeah,
I-
yeah, no.
I have not been doing my homework. I looked at it and I was like, oh, fuck. And I took a nap.
Okay.
And I have
I
all
was
these
happy.
books and I do not know what they say.
Okay. So yeah, pretty much again the assignment from the Feathergale Spire. Sargon would obviously know by now, but pretty much the assignment was that there was rumors of these monks that are doing some evil doings, but we don't know what exactly. And obviously, you know, they're trained to fight, but you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, the only hint that you got towards this is that they might be the Earth cultists that you dealt with before. That they're, you know, in that same type of cult.
Did none of
Um,
them react to our cloaks?
Were you wearing them?
I
I've
was
never
not.
taken mine off.
Oh, you were the one that.
And-
Yeah, but you had the cross thing, so they don't know
It
what it
does
is.
have the cross.
Yeah, so they
well,
don't know
you
what
know,
the fuck that is.
it's just drawn across the top, like "Do not enter."
They're blind. They can't see color.
That's
only
true.
shape.
She was blind.
Yeah, well, she was blind, yeah, so she wouldn't know. But the other was probably understood what the reference was, and you notice like they aren't as tense because you know they recognize the Earth cultist symbol there.
Did
So-
they have any Earth cultist paraphernalia about them?
You would notice some of them were wearing kind of like similar cloaks, or at least you'll see patches that have the same type of symbol. So yeah, it's obviously that they're part
Well,
of the
boys.
Earth cult.
The good news is, now we know that she hits real hard. The bad news is, we're probably gonna have to fight them for real.
Well, we should just fucking did that, and then why did you all let her whoop my ass?
But you wanted to do. You accepted the do. That's how a duel works.
Oh my god!
And you know, we should really find that evil business before we just, you know, kill things. It seems like we have a person to speak for us. Let's do a little digging and see if we could find that evil.
And I'll say that in this room in particular, I'll say it's like around 1 p.m. or so. So this room, it's unoccupied, obviously, because the guards would sleep here normally, because this is like the main area to sleep in. There's other places, of course, but this is just the easiest way to reach. And there are a few cloaks there if you want to grab them if you don't have your cloaks. And if you want to wear them, that's fine. If not, I mean, if you have your own cloaks, you could wear those as well.
I'm
So
gonna
what
put
do
a
you say
second
to-
cloak on.
A little sleuthing around.
I'm very convincing as a sleuth.
you know, you two are just doing perfect. I think you should continue to lead. I mean,
I'm going to do just that then, Sharon. Thank you. I'm
I
going
will
to
be.
immediately open the door and walk into the hall. Let me
Okay.
look
Remember-
for someone.
Wait.
We're looking for evil.
Before we do that,
Oh, they're
did,
going.
did our
Sargon.
injured people need to take a short rest?
I
Oh,
think they
feel
did.
better.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely did. So yeah, it is again kind of quiet around here. You see the gargoyle statues, and you know, there's a bunch of right now in this hall. There's not that many people. They're just kind of patrolling around, minding their business as they see you. And then if you're wearing the cloak, they kind of acknowledge that you're part of the group. Even though they don't really recognize you, but you know, especially if you spoke of Helen Ray, they won't bother you right now. So what are you gonna do now? Where do you want to go?
I'm looking for people. I'm gonna. Hello,
Okay.
hello. We're looking for who's in charge.
Okay. So from you see the little slits on the south side, and then there's a monk, one of the monks over here that moved up to the wall, and they say, "Sorry."
Hello. I'm sorry to bother you. We happen to be from the Waterdeep contingency. Do you see? And he points at his cloak's emblem. We heard about some problems out at Lance Rock, and we're just checking to make sure everyone else is doing good.
I honestly don't understand what you meant by that, sir. But what are you looking for? I see you're kind of new.
Right. We're making sure that have you heard about what happened at Lance Rock?
Honestly, no, I have not.
All of the brethren out there got wiped out.
And she's like, the guy's like kind of trying to think for a second, and he's like, "Oh no, I see." Because that place over by Lance Rock. Oh yes, the moving stone.
That's
God
the
damn it.
one out there. You got it.
And then he's thinking, "Oh fuck, I think you need to report this. At least, I mean, I wouldn't bother Helen Ray. She's always busy. But there is that. There is the second in command. His name is Carbo, and he's actually in the big door right there in the north. If you want to try to talk to
Wonderful,
him.
wonderful. Yes, we'll go. We want to make sure that everything is going smooth. We will go talk to him.
Okay. So yeah, he acknowledges it, and he just goes back on guard duty at the door here.
So I
Well,
would
that
like-
was pretty good, Thorgrim. Hey,
I
for
told you.
this next one, try to go with we want to figure out what they're doing, because if we can find the dark stuff, maybe
Right. Right, I've got it. I've got it fixed. Don't worry,
Perfect.
Sharon.
Jesus Christ.
you're
Hello.
doing great,
Hello.
kid.
Okay, so you walk in. As you can see, it's a big room. It's 4 large columns of natural rock. It dominates the shrine. A wide set of steps descends into darkness in the center of the room, in front of a slab-like stone altar. Large copper-sheathed doors stand in the middle of the south wall, which you went through. Smaller doors exit to the east and west, and 2 narrow windows in the north wall emit thin fingers of light from outside. Above the altar, a triangular symbol has been chiseled into the heavy stone blocks of the wall, so that kind of resembles the Earth cultist symbol. So if you want, before you enter, you could roll a perception, see if you could, gather around what's inside this room.
I will do that. I will look extra perceptively.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So Ziggy would notice that on the northeast corner, there seems to be what looks like a small bronze lever. So you see like a small bronze lever on the northeast corner. And then you notice that there's these gentlemen here in the center kind of talking to each other. And obviously the 2 guys in armor looks like what appears to be a, kind of a guard thing set up for the person in the middle, which is Carbo. And as you enter, You see that Carbo's kind of talking, whispering against each other, and then he looks at the party, and then he's like, "Can I help you?"
And I'll walk up and I'll say, "Yes, Mr. Carbo," and I'll try to mimic the handshake that we learned in the moving stone off the guy.
Oh,
Okay.
we've been practicing the last 2 days. It's our favorite.
Hello.
Okay.
And I'll give him, the handshake, and I'll say, "We are from the Delvers from the Waterdeep, and we've heard what happened at the Moving Stone, and it was terrible, and we wanted to make sure that everything here was going smooth. Did you hear what happened at the Moving Stone?"
And then he thinks about it for a second. He did hear what you said, and then he kind of looks back at you, and he's like, "Yes, I did." And I take
Terrible
it.
things.
Were there any survivors?
No, they even killed all the Bringers of Woe.
Oh my word, this isn't good. And he starts pacing a little bit, and then he kind of scratches his chin a little bit, and he looks at y'all and said, I like the information, but I don't know who you are. Are you looking to join the cult? Because I know you all were wearing cloaks here, and I don't recognize you."
Well, we're out of the Waterdeep chapter.
All right, go ahead and roll a deception on that. God
Oh,
damn
you
it.
got this, Ziggy. You
I've
can
got
do
this.
it.
God
Be
damn it.
ready.
Oh shit!
Oh,
okay.
he got
yeah,
this.
you got that. And he thinks for a second, and he's like, "Man, I didn't think we reached that far to Waterdeep. That's a pretty far travel." Well, good thing too,
Well-
because Waterdeep is kind of a central location for all kinds of gossips and stuff. So,
Well, that's how we heard of it first, about the Moving Stones, where everything travels to Waterdeep.
okay.
All rivers lead to Waterdeep, as they say.
They do say that.
Indeed, I agree with that. And he, Jesus Christ, he's 23 on deception. That's crazy. So he kind of nods at that, and he looks to his guards and be like, "Send word to Helen Ray and let her know of the business."
Oh, we've already told. She beat up my friends as an example of how mighty your security was, I suppose. But I won 5 gold on it, and I gave her 5.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's quite formidable.
yeah, you
But-
don't want to face her. Obviously, you've known that now.
Yes. Now, we've come from the chapter up in Waterdeep. We want to make sure everything's running smooth. Would you mind giving us a tour of the facilities, and we can just report back to our superiors and make sure that everything looks the way it's supposed to look?
And then he thinks about it for a second, and he's like, "Well, let's not get too hasty about giving a tour, but let's go ahead and start up on the floor here. Obviously, you see down there is the other, down. Don't need to go there yet, but we're gonna go up on the. We'll go there eventually. We just want to show you around this monastery here first."
Oh, it sounds lovely. I'm sure you have the same as we have, the floating stones and the sarcophagi with the delvers. We know how it is.
And then he kind of has his eyebrow arch a little bit, and he's like, "Yes, indeed." And he continues on with the tour, so to speak. And he has his, no, he's going to bring his guards. He wants his guards to escort him while he stays back and kind of, because this place here is obviously like his main place to guard anyways, to patrol around. So he doesn't want to leave the post, so he'll let the guards let you get the tour. So let's do that.
Yes, that's
One
a
of
great
them.
idea.
One of the guards,
we-
anyway.
We just got to find out that you're well prepared. We can't have them running in and wiping out all the temples and all the places. They killed over a dozen members in the other place. So are you well fortified? Do you have more than a dozen guards here?
Yes, we're well armed, so to speak.
Well, that's good. I hope they're all as good as Helen Ray. You should have no problem.
Well, most
you
of them.
know, I think
Most of them are. Most of them are just pretty much. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. Why did I do that?
I think we'll be the judge of that one.
So most of them, and he explains how it runs. Like most of them are being trained if they're not trained by Helen Ray, as you saw, and then we have, a nice number of guards like the guard you're speaking with right now.
Good,
so
that's good.
We're
Now-
pretty protected at this point.
We went and we saw they had bodies that were scorched and some that were acided and others were frozen. So do you have like magic users too to defend against magic users?
There's a couple, yes. We are well guarded in that matter. Don't worry. And then
That's good.
and then he starts to tour. I guess you follow through here, and you see the one guard stays back with Carbo, and kind of they'll discuss stuff while they heard the news of what happened. So obviously, in here is a garden, and let's see what we got here. So yeah, you see a garden, and you see a couple of, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say 5 gargoyles around, and they're all kind of, statues or, they look like solid statue stones, and they're like, don't worry. The guard's like, don't worry about them. It's just, protectors of the place. They.
That's good.
They, they're not sentient. If you think that.
Oh, they're not sentient. That's a shame. It would have been helpful if they was to defend the place.
Yeah. So he said, "Yeah, this is the area where some monks like to, relax and grow things, so to speak, like little farm things. Do some gardening and anything like that to help ease their mind after training." And it goes up here. And then in here is the hall, where it leads to a bunch of rooms, obviously. Nothing really in these rooms. There's just mess halls and tables and another place to go underground through, so you don't really need to go there yet. Or just go
that's
through. And then he continues on the tour, and then and he goes, obviously you've been through the dojo here. That's where she spends most of the time, Helen Ray. You don't want to
she's
bother her.
impressive.
You don't want to bother her. And then he points towards the northeast, the room in the northeast, and he said that do not go in there. There is a lost soul in there that we have made agreements on for staying in this place. So don't bother him.
What do you mean? Does he own this place?
I
Are you
mean-
paying him rent?
No. He said that long story short, he was here to find let's call it a suitable resting place. But never mind that. If you want to find out for yourself, you can, but I'm warning you, he doesn't like visitors.
Okay.
And I'm not sure what his actual connection is to the place, but I will say that his name is Renwick.
Renwick.
So don't go in. I mean, if you want information, you could go in there by yourselves, but I'm not going to mess with him. So that's pretty much what he said.
Oh, what do you think? I could go in there. I'm not too afraid.
He does have a way with the spirits and the specters.
I mean, if you want to, I mean, you could find your way around here then, because over here, and he goes down the hall here. This area here is the study / like library area. You'll see people going through paperwork, reading, studying. And the left here on the south side, and those doors right down the hall there, right down there.
That's good. That's
so,
good.
If you want more
What do you
information,
study?
perhaps. I don't need a study. What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, in general, what do they study in there?
What do they study? I am not sure. I don't really pay attention. I'm sure it's just like different training. I'm not sure if there's any history of the place here, but you could definitely look at some point. But
Also, you could always afford to study. Even a scholar, as you know, the more you know, the better. Just letting you know, in case you don't feel that way.
So the more you know, it shows up. The more you know.
The
All
more
right.
you know.
All right. So I'll leave you to it. Pretty much this area here. This door is obviously, and he opens the door and he sees the guys. So carry on, men. Just showing these guys this area. So yeah, this is the front gate area. This is where they guard the front entrance, just in case things go south in the area there.
Right.
So yes,
With
that's
just 2 guards posted.
for now, yes, but we do have a number of people already. So
Well, listen, I'm not seeing much fortification here. We've got 2 at the front door. Then we've got the 3 of you and Helen Ray, and then the trainees. They slaughtered way more at the Moving Stone. If we're going to report back to our superiors that you're well defended, we're going to have to see more impressive things here.
in due time. I mean, if you open that door to your south there, you'll see people there. They're well trained and ready to fight. I would say at least
This one?
6, 7. No, not that. That's the main hall. I'm talking about the one
Oh.
in the hallway,
Oh.
main entrance. So this door right here that I opened, where Ziggy's at.
Oh, I got lost. I'm sorry. There's a hole in the wall there.
So that door in there, there's some.
Oh, I thought you were scholars. See,
Yeah.
they know that you can be a warrior and still learn. That's good.
Yes. But me personally, I don't have time for that. I need to protect, the bigger picture here. So that is the case. There are more people around. Don't be fooled by the emptiness that you may see. Over here, this down the hall here, where I'm looking at this room in here. This room in here to the east is a distillery, but there are a few monks that go in there from time to time to make sure things are in order.
The drunken fist. Yes. Of course.
Exactly.
Hello, boys. Don't mind me. Oh, shoot.
So-
This door's not really... I'm trapped.
Here, boom.
Oh, thank you.
God, aren't you just a rude guy? All right. So that pretty much is the tour. You all will go underground later, but again, if you want to go through the studies or, if you want to talk to that lost soul, you can. I'm not going to deal with it. Maybe you'll be better at it than what we tried, but
I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. It's very nice of you. We've already taken is there a place we could get, maybe a meal if we had to?
we have a little,
Cafeteria.
oh yeah, we do have a little cafeteria next to where Carbo is at.
Oh, that's
So-
very... Does Carbo eat with everyone? Would he split some bread with us?
Sometimes, yes. But other times he's just busy with work.
But was he busy now? Maybe we can just go get this out of the way.
What, do you want to eat?
No, we'll save the underground facilities.
I'll check back with you later. He might be probably trying to gather some information so he could inform Helen Ray of
All
the
right.
situation in Lance Rock.
I understand, and I give him like a little elbow and a wink. He can make sure everything looks good down there, so when we report, as we don't have to give him like a B sanitation or something. He could get the A.
Yeah, and then he kind of when you do that, he's like giving you the look of like, yeah, right, okay, yeah, sure, and he goes, of course, and then he just walks away. You all, do what you want. You're free to explore in here. The underground, like I said, we'll just do it after the fact. I'm going to make sure everything is in order, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Oh, sounds good.
All right. So he moves on back to, the Carbo, and that pretty much is the gist of the tour until he comes back and says it's okay to underground unless you go from there. But yeah. You heard about the lost soul in that room, and then, of course, the study room that you saw in.
What did I tell you, Sharon? I told you I was good at talking.
I can't. Yes, you're quite.
I might not know the books, I should probably go to the library, but if we're talking street smarts, I've got it.
We could sneak into the basement ourselves. I could go and talk to this. I got a little magic-y magic to help me protect myself, but I can only do it on me.
Since we're right now we're in good with them, let's not maybe aggravate them. Maybe you just go talk to the ghost. What do you think, Sargon?
I like the basement idea.
I'm gonna say Sharon roll a history check since he mentioned the name Renwick.
Oh yeah, no, I'm a bright star in the sky.
Oh, you are definitely.
Ooh,
Holy shit! Okay.
Not bad.
All right, so let me pull up this thing. There is like a backstory to this Renwick guy. What is his full name? That's what I want to figure. Okay, so his full name, obviously the first name is Renwick. The last name is shit, I just had it. There it is. Okay, so Renwick is his first name, and his last name is Saramar. I'm trying to make sure I said that right. Okay. And then I'll double check with the internet as well. Renwick. Oh no, it's Renwick Caradune, and he's part of like a group of knights. They're paladins, and they're called the Knights of Samular. And Samular is was his little brother, his younger brother. And pretty much they are known to be like heroic figures in this land of, wherever they're at, Waterdeep, all the coast there, the Dragon Coast, and Destron Valley, and pretty much, yeah, they're all paladins. There's like at least 5-6 of them that started at first, but then they kept growing, and eventually they did have a sort of group chapter area, kind of like a headquarters in Waterdeep itself, by the Halls of Justice. So, the main guys that were there originally started that he would know is Samular, which is again his younger brother, Renwick, which is him, and then Ethel the Just. and they were all paladins. And then the story was pretty much they got to a point at the Second Troll War that they fought each other. They fought the trolls, and then got to a point where Renwick was dying, and his brother Samuel picked up a concoction where if he was dying, he would give him a sort of concoction that turned him into a lich. So he pretty much saved his life, even though he's going to die, but now he's a lich. So that is pretty much the backstory of his character there. And just know that the Knights of Samuel, like I said, is kind of like a heroic group of paladins, and there's probably at least 300, 400, 500 people that are known as the Knights of Salamar, which is right now like at Waterdeep, kind of their chapter there. So this was like hundreds of years ago too. So that's the story of Renwick Cara Dune. Sorry.
Well, there you have it. He might be a lich, but he was a good person, and I want to talk to the good person.
Well, you're a good person. Maybe he'll like you.
But that's very kind. I don't think I'm a nice person, but thank you.
So if you want to enter that room, that's fine. I'll open the door for you. And then I'll just kind of read the description of what's in there. But that's up to you. And you got the studies to go into as well if you want to go in there.
What do you say to, I don't know, having a group go to the library and see what they're looking at? And we have a group that goes with me, at least stays close by, just in case it goes bad.
I got your back, but Sharon, I'll go with you.
I would love to go to a library.
You should take
Okay.
Ziggy. He needs to read the book.
That's the last damn place that boy needs to go. He needs to send him to the distillery. Let him go drink with the monk.
I agree with Bo. Wait. I just agreed with Bo.
Yeah. Interesting. If you're gonna do that, we'll split up and go from there. So I'll read the library / study area. It's called a scriptorium. So when you go in there, there's writing desks that stand beneath the windows of this large looking workroom. There's dusty tomes, stacks of parchment, and pots of ink cluttered each desk that you see in there. And of course, during the day, which is right now, you'll see 4 monks kind of scattered about there working. A couple of them are guarding the place, and the others are just going through different paperwork. So there is that. And
Can I?
yeah.
Is there bookshelves in there?
Yeah, there's a couple of bookshelves, and there are scattered like tomes, so to speak, as you look around. If you want to, go through them, you can. And
Can I go through the book? Just look at the bookshelf real quick and see if there's anything that piques my interest in the book titles.
Okay. You browse through the books, and you see a few that looks interesting. You see something that you find that piques your interest. It looks like something that's on the title, something called Prophet of Earth. You kind of look at the front of the book, and it says Prophet of Earth, and you see like some type of picture of some creature. It looks like a sort of man snake-like guy or something. You can't really tell. You see that he has there's a name that's labeled next to this so-called prophet. His name is Marlos Urnrayle, Urnrayle. Urnrayle. And that would be the assumption that he is the prophet of Earth, according to this book that you just glanced at.
Right. Is there anything else?
As you go through the clutter and such, You do see a couple of scrolls, potential scroll spells. And of course, the guards are kind of minding their business, so they don't really notice you at the moment. But you do see one that's called a Scroll of Dust Devil, and then a Scroll of Erupting Earth.
I'll try and like slide him into my robes.
Okay. Easily enough. Like I said, the monks are kind of minding their business. They're working on things. So they don't really notice you, so they don't care right now.
What was that second one? Scroll of Earth?
Scroll of Erupting Earth.
Okay, cool.
So there's those 2 scroll spells that you got, and then of course that book of the Prophet of Earth.
Can I take the whole book?
Yeah, you can. Easily enough. Again, they're kind of minding their business. And that's pretty much in there. You don't see anything else in mind that looks important. It's just a bunch of rabble and nonsense.
Hey, I go report back to the group.
Okay.
All right, I found this book here. It's got the picture of the Prophet of Earth. He seems to be some sort of man-snake creature. And I grabbed a few scrolls in there as well.
Oh, that's a naughty shoggy.
What's the prophet's name? Let's feel like there may be
Marlos Ernrail.
Oh, yes, of course. I knew that. Marlos.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yes, Marlos. Yes,
Yeah.
Prophet of Earth, Snake Man.
Yeah. Of course. That rings a bell.
Yes.
So let's go to the room where this ghostly figure is.
I cast protection from evil and good on myself before I go in.
Okay.
You ain't gonna spread none of that to me.
I told you I could only do myself.
I got a question. Hold on, before we get there.
Okay.
What does the lich speak?
I mean, that depends on the lich, right? So what I think how honestly that technically works is if it depends on what the lich was originally. So in this point of the story, since you know about Renwick, he'll speak common.
Oh, you said what's he speak? I thought you said what he is.
No, what is he speaking?
Yeah.
Well, remember.
I was asking Sharon since we's going. I just wanted her to tell me what was up. I feel a little vulnerable.
Well,
remember. Go ahead, Sharon. You tell him.
If you since you're feeling very vulnerable and you just got your ass kicked, you might want to just stay outside that door and let the adults handle this.
Talking down to me because he's 3 inches taller and it ain't gonna fly.
All right, Bo. Really, I think you're at a much bigger advantage when you aren't fighting something one-on-one. Like flanking maneuvers are very good.
Also, a lich will rip off your face and show it to you. If you think Helen Ray kicked your butt, the last thing you want to do is go insult a lich.
Yes, if there's a lich, everyone please stand behind Sharon.
I'm not even going in that room. I'm going to stay right out here. I'll call out from the doorway if need be.
I'll stand behind Sharon and throw magic.
Well, I'll miss you.
We got there. All right. So, okay. So pretty much, yeah. If you all are going in there, I will read this description. This older part of the monastery has been fitted out as a laboratory with work tables covered in alchemy-like things like apparatus and shelves full of strange items and dusty clay jars. The windows have been bricked up and cobwebs hang thick in the ceiling corners. And as you enter, you see an ancient figure who uses a heavy tome that lies open on a small desk, making notes on sheets of parchment covered in arcane writing.
Well, hello there, Mr. Renwick.
And then he hears you and he looks up and he kind of looks at you for a second and he notices that you're holding the knife. And then he goes, I've already told you, no, depart. And he kind of points towards the door.
I'll put down the hood of my cloak and just say, I don't mind them. All the other people are bad. I'm here to have a conversation with a noble paladin like yourself.
So he kind of looks up at you, and then you can see that the figure's face, the lich's face, looks like sorrow, but he kind of shakes it off, and then goes, very well. Let me just continue on with this tome here, and he keeps writing random stuff that you can't really figure out.
Well,
anyway.
What's got you sad, being such a noble person?
And then he looks up and said, I was part of, I don't know if you heard about the Second Troll War. We fought together, me and my brother and a few other people, bravely through the Second Troll War. And I was in the, clutches of death, and I just, figured it's time to go. But my brother decided to give me this to save my life. And he kind of shows, obviously, he's pointing at his floaty, lichy-like body. And he kind of feels sad about it. And he continues on writing.
Is there anything I can do to help you? Relieve this sadness, or I don't know, kick out the people that are causing you problem here?
He kind of thinks about it for a second, and he's like, no, I am working on this alone. I'm trying to, the reason I'm here is because I'm trying to figure out how to get my brother's remains to this place so I could, take him for a final rest. He belongs here.
You said the Troll Wars, that happened not too far from here, if I recall. Is that where his body is? Do you need help getting it?
Perhaps. And he thinks about it for a second. It's maybe in the future, yeah, but for now, I'm trying to plan out things. His remains is kind of near where my phylactery is, which is over by Summit Hill. And you gathered Summit Hill is, since you kind of know the place anyways, in the Desert Valley, it's nearby where Billiard is, where that last known town that you've heard pretty much of, the Mirabar delegates, were last heard from. They were going through Belliard, and then they went missing after that. So Belliard is like another town in like the northern section of this Desert Valley. So Summit Hill is close to that area.
Well, that's good to know. Hey, one last thing. I think we're almost done here. But what are these people, these visitors that keep bugging you? What are they up to?
He kind of sighs, like a deep sigh, and he's like, I don't know. Obviously something evil, but I don't wish to kill anymore. I've done enough of that. And he's like looking around and just shaking his head.
Killing is forth a living, so I guess we'll just head out and maybe help you with this. See you in a couple, I don't know, hours, days, minutes, months, who knows at this point, but you'll just be around here. Hey, what you got in that book? And on my way out, I'm just going to try to glance and see what he's working on in the book.
All right, so in the book itself, you can't really understand it. It's kind of arcana, but as he mentioned, pretty much what you think it is. It's like he's trying to come up with a ritual to see if he could bring his brother's remains, but he keeps failing. That's why you see like a bunch of scribbles and stuff. He's trying to figure out a way to bring his brother back here. But before you leave, he looks at the party and it's like, well, if you are willing to get these cultists out of here, he pulls out from under the desk there an item, and he goes, "This is an amulet of health. This will help you with, well, I'll say it plainly. It's a an amulet that you wear, obviously, that gives you 19 Constitution."
Well, that would certainly come in handy for a few of us. Boy, those Ziggy farts really make you want to barf some nights. Oh, man.
So he goes, "Yeah, this will be yours, and if you do kick him out of here, I will promise you this: there'll be no other cultists step foot into this sanctuary."
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. And just as a point of advice, there's no better substitute for something than elbow grease. Sometimes you just gotta get out there and get your hands dirty, you know. So, but we'll see ya. And I give him a little wave, and as I close the door behind and I walk out to my party, it's like, oh boy, that was creepy as fuck.
So, yeah, that's what happened. You met with Renwick. He doesn't want to kill anymore, and he's just too focused on trying to get his brother's remains back to this spot.
Did
where
he give us
belongs.
the amulet, or
Yeah,
no?
he handed you the
Okay, I
amulet.
thought so.
Yeah.
So I'll also show the amulet and say, yeah, anyone want a dead guy's necklace? It is fancy.
And as I mentioned, it
Specialty.
gives you a Constitution of 19, as I mentioned. So
Yeah, I'll explain that to them.
No, I don't think I need it.
what's up,
I mean,
Crumb?
I'm pretty
Thank you for the
healthy
follow.
as it is.
What's
What about you, Sargon? Or you look sickly.
You do look like you haven't been eating very well.
I think maybe he's getting so old, his hearing is gone. Sargon, you look sickly. Are you okay?
That what? I'm fine.
Oh, he was just sleeping, that's all. Yeah, spooked him.
Yeah, fuck pennies.
Hey, Zargon, do you want a necklace that gives you 19 Constitution?
I will have you know I have 17 Constitution.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
So
Okay.
do I, Sargon. That's good.
I got 17 as well.
Oh shit. Who? I mean, barbarian? Question.
I have 18.
Jesus
okay.
Christ. All right. Well,
I have 15.
there you go. I guess you wear it.
I guess you should take it.
It looks
I-
good on you.
I don't want nothing from the Skeletor ghost.
So, because I don't want to be the one to hold on to all the fancy stuff, anyone want this magical poof poof wand that makes you shoot, you saw me do it to the archers.
Yeah, I don't need that. I ain't never in my. I'm always an animal. don't
I
need
could
all
already do it myself. Maybe Zeggy would like it.
I'm sitting there like Patrick and SpongeBob, just waiting for everybody to look to me.
And with a sigh and a head drop, pull out the wand of magic missiles, and I say, "Now look, Ziggy, this is not a toy. It might look like fireworks, but we don't use them as that. And you don't ever use the last charge. You got it? Because if you do, this thing could go poof, and you'll never have a toy again."
How many charges does it have?
Well, go on, Zargon.
Ziggy. Now, here's one quick quiz question before you get to the wand. Who should you not point the wand at?
You,
Also,
Bo,
that's good. Yeah, there's two more.
Number 2.
Sharon,
Yes.
and the Lich.
That's
Very
really
good.
close. You know,
And
he got 3 out of 4. I'll give him a passing
So
grade.
funny. Too bad he doesn't have 10 gold on him because I got it myself.
All right, very nice. Good enough, Ziggy.
Okay, and the last thing, this is very important to get it to work, okay? Okay. You have to come up with some sort of little catchphrase to say, like poofsy shoots or zappados, something that's really just a winger when you use it, okay?
So if it's like the wand of magic missiles, you say, yes,
Yeah, that is correct.
I could point it at anyone but those 5 and say, Miggy Ziggy, let's get jiggy. That would work.
That's perfect.
Wonderful.
Here you go. With great power comes no responsibility. Here you are.
No responsibility is the final rule. Got it.
Hey, I got a question. How the hell we gonna kill all these people? She beat the shit out of me and Diggy.
Right, but see, first of all, we don't always have to kill people. You know, maybe we can just convince them to leave. Second of all,
Ziggy looks sad. Continue.
right, second of all, that's because he couldn't use his axe, and I don't know about you, and I look at Sargon, but I would have blowed that bitch out the water with some of my spells.
She said we couldn't use the magic though.
But
Diggy
that
looks
doesn't
happy.
count
I think this
in a
time
real
we can.
thing. Yeah,
Okay.
if it comes to it,
Okay.
we're
So
not going to sit there and let her smack us in the face.
Mm.
Have you been
Oh.
hanging with Ziggy too much? You need to break, Bo.
Listen, what's the plan? Is my question.
Well, let's see where it goes. If we can discuss things, maybe we can just convince him to leave. I'm very convincing.
Okay, if that don't work, then
If it
she
don't
says
work,
go fuck yourself.
if that's what they said, then, we force them to leave.
So, because there's lots of rules, can we define force? Wait,
Well, I mean,
retro. Can you explain to me what force means?
remember what happened to the cultists in the Mountain Stone?
Yes.
Well, that could happen twice by mistake. You get it?
So,
I mean, we did come here to make sure that it, and I use air quotes, doesn't happen again, you see?
so, I have 2 questions, and I hold up 3 fingers to point them at Sargon and say, is that 2?
It's very close to 2.
Great. So, we could, what's the code word if, say maybe, you want me to use this, and I hold up my axe.
I think the code word.
Pick
I
a
got
small
one.
Pick
I
a
got
small
one because
one I know.
it already worked on something as a code word. What if we use reses? Remember? Do we still have that dagger? Who's got the dagger?
Oh yeah, do you still have the dagger? I would think somebody has a dagger, yeah. So if you do have the dagger and he says that, then you see the
And
dagger light up. Yeah.
Someone's ass just lit up.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
We'll just say reses, and maybe we could even, it could be a surprise. We could just be like, "Hey, have you seen this dagger? It was called the dagger of reses." Yeah.
And it turns off.
That's perfect.
This is great, because I don't even have to remember words. If that dagger lights up,
That's right.
then I'm gonna swing.
That's right.
Second question. Could we make this our second home? Third, 3
if-
home.
Well, you heard the lich say no one's gonna be allowed back in here, so
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to live with him. I take that question back.
yeah, he would be real scary if you bumped him in the holes in the night trying to get some water.
Nope, there will be no bumping here. Ziggy will not live here. Ziggy was not here. I'm not even writing my name on these walls.
It's a good idea. The ghost might be mad.
As you're like wiping off a wall that you started at.
Yeah. You see me scratching my back against the wall behind me.
He comes away, it's just a big smear of paint and it's all over your clothes.
His back cloak is just a.
Okay, I have no more questions. I will be very, very good. And Big Sissy, thank you for the wand, as I try to remember what's polite to say after when you say thank you.
You're getting better. Keep working at it.
Thank you, Big Sissy. I'll be quiet now.
Do we go downstairs with a big boss guy, or do we go by ourselves? I guess I should ask. Can any of you unlock a door that might be locked?
I can. I can.
Okay.
Get in. I can get in and out.
So
Well,
we
I
have a
mean-
way in.
If they're gonna give us a tour anyway, shouldn't we just wait? Like, if we go missing, then they're gonna know something's up, right?
Aye, that is Drew.
What do you think, Sargon? All right, Sargon, that's a good point.
I am not of a strong persuasion here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's always worth a wait and just see what happens. But I mean, because they said they would let us know later. I mean, we've been around, we took the tour, that took some time. Sargon went to the library, and then we talked to the Lich. You know, maybe it's time now. Maybe we could go. But I think we should ask first.
Maybe we should make them take us. Tell them it's safety recall. We just heard from Flying Pigeon. Told us.
I mean, I've got ideas. Flying pigeons, notwithstanding.
All right, well, let's go. Come on.
You know, I'll back you right up with that.
All right, so we'll go back to the main hall.
All right.
Follow me. What's this guy's name? Corbin or something?
Carbo.
Kramer? Carbo, that's right. Carbo Kramer.
Yeah, Carbo Kramer.
Remember your carbs.
Hello, Carbo. We are back.
Yes, I see that. How goes the tour up here?
Well, I've got to be honest with you. Alan Ray is very impressive, and these gentlemen by your side. Well, where's the other one? Is he on break?
Right
Well-
now he's outside the gardens patrolling.
Oh, they're very intimidating, but I don't know unless you've got quite a stockpile of more monks in the the underground. More than this was wiped out over at the Mountain Stone.
He thinks about it for a second. He kind of, looks at the guard, and the guard just kind of shrugs.
I think what he means is that we need to see the entirety of your structure. We are not fully convinced yet, and, you said you were gonna take us, so I think right now would be a great time to see the rest of it.
You know, that way we can get on the road. We don't have to stay overnight.
Yeah, that guy in that chamber at the back, he's quite spooky.
My brother Ziggy is not happy with his entire being.
Wait.
Oh yeah, where is-
Ziggy!
Oh no, I hope he didn't shoot himself in the face.
I hope he didn't get into the distilleries.
I poke my head in the door, and I stare at the dagger.
So he looks at your the party, and he sees that Ziggy is missing, and he's like, "Where's the other?"
I'm right
just-
here. Hello,
Oh,
it is I, Ziggy.
he's a bit slow, sorry.
Okay. He again thinks about it for a second, and then he goes, "Oh, I think we are quite protected, but you know, if you really you know, want to go in there, you can. There's a lot of other. It's kind of like a maze down there.
Well, you know the way around, though, don't you? Or your guards?
Sure, but there's some. You'll find out. Go ahead. And he points down towards the downstairs, and then the guard kind of nudges forward, and then he's, you know, pushing you, or not pushing, but you know, heading downstairs. And as you reach downstairs, as you see towards the west side, there's a gigantic creature. What appears to be, if you don't know what an Umber Hulk is, since they don't have one on in this game, it's like a giant crab-like creature. And you know, normally in regular Umber Hulks, they just have like, you know, horns and you know, eyes and all that. So what you see on the Umber Hulk is a bit of mutilation. Like there's a horn missing, a couple of teeth. His eye got kind of gouged out a little bit, so there's a scarring on it. And you know, the Umber Hulk kind of notices you, starts growling.
Do we know about these creatures? Like, are these common knowledge, or would we not have any clue?
Let's say, yeah, if you want, try to roll a history check, see if anybody encountered this.
I'm going to divine sense. Is this a celestial fiend or undead?
I shall tell you that. And everybody rolled pretty good for the most part.
I would just like to know if it's a beast.
All right, I'll tell you. Pull up the info. Okay, so it is a large monstrosity. So it's kind of like kind of a beast. And here, let me show you. I'll put a picture of what he looks like. Save image. I'll put it on the D&D discussions channel.
Oh, right.
Boom, boom, upload. Okay, this is what a normal Umber Hulk looks like. So it's kind of like a lobster fucking two-legged thing.
Nice. So we're aware of these then, right?
For those history rolls, yeah, you've seen them and at least heard about them if you haven't seen them.
Well, I grab Ziggy by the face and say, "Don't look in its eyes."
I turn around completely.
Yeah, if you have to look at it, look at his toes.
And then, so pretty much, like I said, I'll read the description. So you see behind the iron bars stand a monstrous creature that resembles a cross between a huge ape and a beetle. It has wicked mandibles, powerful claws, and 4 eye sockets, but 2 of its eyes have been put out, and its claws are bronze blades. The creature bellows and thrashes in rage, constantly testing the bars and clawing at the walls. And the guard goes down here and, you know, pretty much said, yeah, this obviously is probably a good enough reason that we're being protected here.
But how can you control something like this?
That's
Obviously, he
the
wants to
last
get out
resort.
and hit you. Oh, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I wouldn't even know what to compare that to. You let him out and hope he kills your enemies before he kills you.
I would not call that a plan.
A pretty bad plan, I
That's
think.
a dumbass idea if I ever heard one.
And then he notices that like the Umber Hulk starts thrashing around, like I said, clawing the walls. And he's trying to bash through the iron bars, but it looks like it's holding for
Just
now.
look at the guard and go, well, go ahead, calm him down then.
Don't worry about that. All right. So he looks at the Umber Hulk and looks at the party. He's like, it's gonna be okay, Umber Hulk. And then the Umber Hulk starts thrashing on the cage again. Boom! Another dent on the cage.
I think maybe we shouldn't. We should get out of his line of sight.
All right,
quick.
I've seen enough of the
To the tunnels.
gorilla.
To the tunnels. Let's go. Let's go.
It'll be all right.
I was already facing this way. Not the stairs, the tunnels. So I take a turn.
Another thrash at the
Okay,
bar.
let's go.
Boom!
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
It's getting
It's
a little
time.
loose.
I go up to the stairs very quickly.
God damn. God damn it. Okay, that was good. So, yeah, that. So you see the creature there, and you go up, and then the guy, Carbo is like looking at y'all. He kind of smiles a little bit slyly and says, "Satisfied?"
Well, listen. If we're gonna be completely honest, Carbo, that's a really bad plan. Like, if he gets out, can you not control him yourself? Like, what if he just gets out and kills everyone in the monastery? Then we've got a whole Mountain Stone fiasco 2.0, even worse.
Well, that's why we evacuate when things get hairy. And we will, fight off what we can. But if things go south,
But let me ask you then,
Uh-huh.
what is the significance of this monastery if that's all you got? Why not set up in Mountain Stone or find a different place?
he explains that we needed a place to stay, and it seemed like a good idea, and we captured this creature while we were traveling. But the thing we didn't know about is obviously Renwick.
So, do you even have the floating stones like Mountain Stone did, or like we have in Waterdeep? Do you have like the things that predict the future like they had in Mountain Stone? Like, there's nothing here?
Right now, no. We have different rooms of, other things like we have a few protectors down there, so to speak. We have other monks and experiments, and he just kind of thinks more, but that's pretty much it.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty ramshackled. Like, I'm impressed that you guys weren't wiped out before Mountain Stone. Now, you're the big boss here, right?
Not me, technically. I'm second in command.
Well, who's first in command?
Ellen Ray. The
Helen
one that
Ray.
kicked, the one that you fought, the spar.
Well, then maybe we should go discuss things with her.
I would not recommend that.
Does she take your advice if you were to tell her things?
Yes.
Well, I don't see the significance in you being here. I think it's very ill defended. I think you'd be much better off in Waterdeep.
Thinks about that for a second, but goes, no, this is my place to protect for now. Maybe in the future we'll go to Waterdeep, but we are, busy doing the work for the Earth cultists. Make sure that we. I know we don't have moving stones, to predict the future or whatever, but we believe here is pretty much the place to. I don't know if you know anything about Marlowe's, but this is the place to continue our research for that.
Of course, you mean the prophet of the earth, the Snake Man King?
Yes, that guy.
Right, yeah, I'm very well familiar. Wink.
God damn it. Wig. All right. So yeah, he's like, look, we have not only that creature down there, we have other things down there. I don't know if you heard, besides the roar and bashing, but there were people working on the mines down there. There's mines down there collecting different things. And we're hoping to see if we could get a clue somewhere. To what
So
we
what do
need.
they collect then? So see, that's significant then. You've got to tell me these things. That way I know what to tell Waterdeep. So there is significance in this location.
Indeed, there are. You just we don't know yet. We believe that there is some sort of passage somewhere, but again, there are rumors that we've heard. That's why we're doing mines and stuff. We're looking for, not only precious minerals and such, for monetary gain, but for the fact that, maybe we could find some sort of passage to go to. I don't want to call it a tomb of sort, but maybe a temple for the Earth cultist. It's around here somewhere. We know it. We just don't know where exactly.
That does make sense then, but listen, I really think it's in the best interest of the cultists to get out of
Raiders.
here.
What's up, Raiders?
Oh,
Sorry.
hello. Sorry. I think it's really in the best. Now listen carefully. This is important. Are you listening?
What up?
Carver,
Yes.
right
yes,
here.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's in the best interest of the cultists, you especially, and Ellen Ray, to get out of here, because with the people that killed the Mountain Stones and that beast down there, it's not safe. As I say this, I am going to cast Suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to infuse it with a meta magic
Mm-hmm.
of subtle spell, so he can't tell I'm casting it.
Okay. All right. Do I have to roll for that, or does
Yeah,
it just...
it's a Wisdom save 14.
All right. Let's see if I pass that. That's probably a save. Let me double check his stats. I would think he's pretty wise, even though he's evil, clearly. Yeah, he's +2. So yeah, he saves.
Son of a bitch.
All
right.
So yeah, he doesn't know about what you did, obviously. So he just thought about it for a second when you did it, but he just kind of shakes it off.
Alright.
So he just kind of like, I get what you're saying, but we believe that there is something down here.
I'll respect it. Well, there was one more thing that happened in the Mountain Stone. There was this thing that do we hear the boom down there?
Yeah, you're hearing the cage.
Can we close that door, please? Can somebody get out of there? You're pissing it off.
The guard runs up. God damn.
So did you hear about there was this shrine in Mountain Stone? Ziggy, come here, Ziggy.
Oh, yeah. Yes, brother.
Alright,
Torgrim.
do you remember the shrine in Mountain Stone that you found?
Oh, yes, it was this big shrine.
It was
closer.
like held up with the scaffolding, right?
Yes.
And they had
Oh.
Sharon!
God damn it. Boom.
Sharon, stop pissing it off, Sharon!
Does the cage look like it can hold?
Boom. So far.
Sharon!
So far.
Oh, I want to release this thing so bad.
Boom.
Well, does it look like it would attack anybody that went in there?
Boom. Well, a couple of his eyes are gouged out, so yeah.
This guy in the red is the.
He's he's the Carbo guy, the second in command.
I go up to Carbo. I'm like, Carbo, this place is just not safe. All right. What if I went and showed you how safe it is at Waterdeep? I'm a wizard and I can teleport you there.
What are you doing?
And show you how nice it is.
Are you trying to release the guy, the cage?
Yeah, where he's attacking, I'm going to attack back.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So that I'll give him advantage for what he's doing. Boom. Boom. Okay, so he's almost there. He's almost there. It
Okay.
looks like it's loose.
But I'm going to run upstairs and say, the monster is loose. The monster is a loose.
Oh, forget it, Ziggy. We got to get out of here. I don't want to
Boom.
tangle with that thing. Helen Ray!
Boom.
Helen Ray, there's a
Oh.
problem.
Boom.
This place is not safe. Waterdeep will hear about this.
And you hear a loud roar. Looks like it's going through.
I bash open this door, or I leap over the wall, whichever is more convenient.
This is gonna be fun. All right.
I disappeared.
All right. So y'all are where at the hall area?
I'm banging on the door.
Okay.
You're deaf. You're blind, not deaf. Open the door.
All right. So, the door opens, and then you hear when you're running towards this. What you do hear the roar of the Umber Hulk. It sounds like he broke free. And then,
Helen,
God damn it! All right,
Helen, your Umber Hulk is free.
and she's like, How do you know about that?
Because he was beating the cage to shit while we was down there.
And then
Carbo is terrible at handling animals.
And
I
then-
will let you know he should not have been put in charge of that.
God damn it. so you hear screaming from people.
Don't save carbon.
And then you hear them screaming, sounds like fighting and stuff, and you hear people running. And things are getting crazy over here. So Helen Ray is like, "You fools!" And she starts running towards the
If
hall.
anyone goes to follow her, I snatch them.
Okay. And then there's one guy coming out. Boom. He's there, and you snatch him.
No. If any of my people go to follow her, I'll
okay.
snatch them. Their people can go get murdered. That's fine.
I want to go watch.
All right.
Sharon hasn't left the main chamber. She's there to watch too.
Oh
She's
my
so excited.
Big Sissy is back there.
All right.
Listen. You can watch, but don't help
Why?
because we want this to happen. We want the Umber Hulk to eat them.
Oh. Yeah, run back.
All right. Well, everybody see that what's going on. You see the Umber Hulk. Let me pull him out from underground now since he's free. God damn it. You just fucking antagonized the Umber Hulk. All right. Oh, this is going to be fun.
And you wonder where I get it from.
All right, fine. I'll just kill this thing and bring him up here because he can't fit the fucking hole. It's too big. All right. Let me make him again.
If you shift click, you can teleport things.
Oh, I forgot about that. Too late.
Yeah.
Let's do it here. Boom, boom, boom. Where is he? There he is. Boom. All right, there he is. He's, you watch this, attack happening. They're all scattering, trying to hit him. Poof, poof. And you're like hearing additional growls here and there. Are you actually inside, or are you just outside watching?
Hell no,
I'm
I'm out
right
the door.
in the doorway.
Okay.
I'm right behind this stone.
Okay.
I'm where I am.
I am also right where I am.
Okay. So I'll say fast forward to the fight. Everybody, everybody that you know of are just running towards them, trying to calm down the monster and shit, but nothing's working. So they're fighting the monster. And that's going on. So they've been attacking. I'm not even gonna fight. That's gonna be a long time. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit.
Wait.
What?
Thorgrim,
What? What?
you can make fireballs now, right?
Yes.
How about we both just throw a fire? Look at that.
Yes.
No. I can't make fireballs. I can make like little fireballs.
You can't. What?
I've got this little one that they spin around me.
I can throw a fireball, and it would hit like everybody.
Right. I don't have that. I mean, I've got like little fireballs, and I could throw them, but they only gonna hit like things within a 5-foot radius.
All right, I won't do it.
I could do
Dang
it, and we could just aim it at him, and they could just be collateral, and they could be like, "Oh, sorry."
Oh yes, yes, that sounds good. Let's
Then
do it.
I'll cast Melf's minute meteors.
Okay.
Okay, so
Don't worry, we'll help
No worry, we'll help.
from a
Do it.
distance.
Do it.
While they're doing this, and
Uh-huh.
I hear them doing this, I would like to pull out my wand,
Uh-huh.
and I too would like to use it. I have fireballs too, and
Okay.
I cast it
okay, so
when they cast it.
Okay. Oh God! All right. So what are you going to be aiming then with your wand? Are you just gonna just shoot randomly or?
Yes, that sounds fun. I'm going to
Okay.
shoot randomly into that group of people.
Okay, why not? How many charges are using it? Remember, there's a limit. He said.
And they never told me how many there was.
Oh yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah, I would have said there was 7, and you are to use 5.
There you go.
I don't
he's really
know.
bad at numbers.
I know. That's why I said
don't-
5.
I don't know how many that is.
Okay,
so
hold
what
on,
I
hold
will
on.
do is
Okay.
I will say I'm going to cast 5, but I'm going to roll a self-imposed intelligence check to see if I get it right.
I would have suggested it. Yes.
And let's. I don't know how this is going to rule, Mr. DM, but you can tell
I'll
me.
do it. Yeah.
That's
Oh.
pretty good for me. That's
Okay,
pretty good.
Okay, I'll say that since you heard 5, you probably will try to hit 3. So you're casting and you're gonna hit 3 instead of the 5 max uses.
Well,
That
I
gives-
think it's 5, and I feel
Yeah.
great about it.
Exactly. So you'll hit 3 instead of 5, where you thought it was 5, but it's actually 3. So yeah, we'll do that. That sounds like fun. So I'll just pick random. But go ahead and roll damage then. I think it's what? 1d4
6.
plus. I forget what it was for magic missile on that wand. Let me see.
You'll get 6 magic missiles. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that is exciting. I just
1d4.
accept whatever this first one is times the second 6.
Okay. Okay, so 3
So
times
that'd
6.
be
Okay, 18.
Yeah, so two, yeah.
And is it plus 2 for each?
yeah, plus 1. So
Okay.
4
Cool.
times 6, 20.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 2,
Oh,
and then it
plus
gets the
one,
plus
so-
1, so it's 2 times 6, 12 plus. Yeah, so it's just 18.
18.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, 18.
All right. So we'll say you'll hit the big monster first for 6. Hold on. Let me adjust his health because he is a beefy little butthole. Let me see. What was the original one? Need to look. And I might as well play some music. Sure. Okay, so his original. Okay, I got it. We're gonna make him beefy. Okay, so you hit him first, and then you hit Mr. Carbo for 6, and then you hit one of the monks for 6. So let's pick this one. All right, there we go. And then what was you're gonna do the fireball spell, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a d20 and call that. I'm not gonna roll every one of those. Okay, and what was your DC?
It's 15.
Okay, so whatever you're gonna roll, it's gonna be half.
Sounds good.
Okay, so that
That
would
looks
be
like fucking fireworks in the middle.
I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to use my ability to exclude an individual, and I'm going to exclude the Umber Hulk from the damage.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Evoker, baby.
Yeah. All right. Gotcha. So we'll go ahead and do the mathy math, and then we'll just see the carnage because I'm just gonna play it out. Because that's a lot of work, and I don't feel like doing that right now. God damn it! I'll say the last time I've done this, like somebody. One of the parties went over here and they were talking to Arbo and didn't like it or whatever of what's going on, and then he just did like a thunderbolt, or not a thunderbolt, thunderclap move, so it made a huge noise and everybody was rushing in while they're fighting, and that was fun. While I do the maths here. I just do. Yes, I can. Hell yeah. Oops. Okay. Fucking no. There. All right, so Carnage will go through, and I'll say that eventually. Let me look at this here too. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna say that. Eventually, it took like a good. It's gonna be a long battle, but it took like, well, relatively. It's like probably a good 5-10 minutes of a battle, and you know they all pretty much perished, and the Umber Hulk was kind of still standing. Took a bit of damage, but it's not a whole lot. Let's say. About 20 damage or so, and everybody else is gone.
Helen Ray too.
Helen Ray especially.
Oh,
Wait, she
yeah.
died.
Well, you see her kind of on her last legs at this point when everybody else is dying.
That's not good.
And
That
then-
is good. It is.
Oh,
So like she's definitely kind of on her last legs and be like trying to look around, manic, like in panic and everything.
But she can't see. How can she look around?
Well, you know what I mean, like face. She she kind of screams, "Anyone, help us!" And after that, she kind of passed and died, and then you do hear a few more footsteps running from the the underground, and probably that's. I don't know if I want to end it there because that's going to be a long fight.
Let us do it. We
Think
can
so?
do it. I don't know how many it is, but I think we can do it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna jump in there and fight it for sure.
Okay, so I'll say let's go bring out more people.
We can
four.
always take a break quickly if we need to, so you have time to set up, unless you feel you have sufficient time.
I gotta run to the gas station here soon, so I think
Well,
it's okay time.
Yeah, we could definitely. I think we should save it for next week. Let's do that.
Tenfold.
Yeah, because then
Sounds
this is gonna be
good.
it'll be a long, not a long fight, but a lengthy fight. You know what I mean? Because you're dealing with
That
this
is
big
fair.
creature.
I'm so excited to
There's
ride
a
on this
few.
thing's back.
This is gonna be an interesting fight.
Give you time to plan it, throw some curveballs at us. I see what you're doing here, DM.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing too. But at the same time, it'll be easier for me to plan what's going on here because anything could happen now. You've pissed off the creature, so I don't know what will happen next. We'll have to find out next time. I guess we'll do it at the same time next week on Dragon Ball Z. So I think I should end it there, and we'll continue on next week. We're going to still be in this monastery. You got info of a prophet, so you got hints of what's going on. Not entirely sure what's under there, and like I said, you do hear like faint footsteps coming from the downstairs cave tomb area, whatever you want to call it. And there'll probably be some more people coming up once they heard screaming and everything. So, and it's kind of a distance away anyway. So let's end the stream. Thank you all. Thanks for the raids. I'm gonna probably raid someone if there's anybody available. And we'll continue on next week. I had a blast with this. It's kind of funny how it went out. It's kind of similar, like I said, to what happened to the other party I DM'd on this instance right here. Because, like I said, that one of them did a thunderclap, and I said, you do realize when you do this, it's a very loud noise, and they haven't noticed you being, inside this place yet, and you're just gonna basically ring a dinner bell. And then they're like, yep. Whoops. Yeah, they're kind of new. So there's like, oops. And I said, yep, that's what's happening. So that one's more of a fun interaction. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue on next week. I can't wait because I need to plan and have some fun. Do I have anybody? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But yeah, we'll continue on next week, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Alright.
sounds wonderful.
I
Goodbye,
hope you all
viewers.
have fun, and
It was fun.
Bye, viewers.
we'll send you off to someone.
Oh.
But yeah, that was fun. Thank you all for the raids. I don't know if I have anyone to raid with, but it was fun. You all have a good one. I don't see anyone to raid, unfortunately. Let me look for anyone streaming Dungeons and Dragons, maybe. Anyone at all? Anyone kind of small? New envoy, who this? Let's do that one. Teaching Gamers is the name.
Not so sour fruits are causing
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fight
yeah.
in the path.
So, yep. We'll do that. And I will upload this video, like always, to YouTube when I get a chance. So keep an eye out on that. Subscribe to AOL Customer. You'll see the videos from the previous times as well. I'm just going to straight upload it to there. Y'all have fun. I had a good time. They had a good time. We'll have a better time next week. See y'all later.